Larry, I'm here, and that's all you need, brother. What's up, everybody? Larry was the first one in the chat. He said, "Hello, anyone here? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Aaron." No, they don't. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Only my parents and my wife call me Aaron. Now you know. And you can call me whatever you'd like. I wonder if there'll be a point where I stop screwing up the intro. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Today is Quaranstream number 6, day 6. And as you can see from the picture-in-picture, there's something that arrived today that I've kind of put together a little bit. And I just finished up with the... Where'd it go? The the prize for when we hit 100 patrons is it's gone. It's gone, guys. Sorry. Here it is. This is the CB3 that is going out to... Oh god, now I forget who it is. I have it all written down, luckily, though. For the... Yeah, for when we hit 100 patrons, this was the prize. There's going to be another full build when we hit 200. And then if we ever hit 500, I'm going to do something crazy. But that's a ways off. So yeah, this thing, ridiculous. This kind of reminded me that we've kind of lost our way when it comes to micromotors. So this is on the old school RCX 1304. These are actually the 4000s. And they always have been, and apparently they still are, the best micromotors available. They're just a little... So these 4000 kV ones on 4S spin these GemFan 3016 tri-blades beautifully. But if you go to a heavier, more pitchy 3-inch rig, these motors don't have quite enough oomph. Luckily, RCX also makes a 1306, and those rip with the heavier pitch 3-inch props. They're not quite as smooth as these guys, but man, are they good. So yeah, this is almost all the way tuned. So here's how I can tell that the smoothness of the motors is everything. This rig, stone stock tune, flies amazing. I start cranking up the P gain, taking down the filtering, adding a whole bunch of D gain, and it just gets better and better and better, and the motors never get hot. And that is because these older motors are using like N48 magnets. They're not using the crazy new powerful N52 magnets. And when you spin them, you can feel it. There's very, very, very little notchiness. Here, I'll spin it. I'll do the mic test. You can barely hear it. There's no notchiness. Like, these motors are so smooth, and man, the flight performance really really benefits from that. So I'm kind of blown away, if I'm honest. I have some DVR from the power play that we'll look at in a minute here, but yeah, I mean, this is like what's really insane is this is pretty much a carbon copy of what I was flying in at Quad Camp Atlanta with the power loop and Matty Flip nonsense. And like, it's been over 2 years since then, and I just flew this and was completely blown away by the performance. Like, that should not be. 2 years is an eternity in FPV time. This is 180 grams all up, by the way, with this G&B 4S 450. So, yeah, this kind of reminded me and put me back on track, if I'm completely honest. I've been really spending a lot of time kind of bouncing around between tiny whoops and trying out toothpicks and cinewhoops and ducts and all this nonsense. But yeah, I don't know. I just flew a couple of the best batteries that I have all year on a rig that I haven't flown in over a year. So yeah. Very, very interesting afternoon. What's going on in the chat? Speaking of the chat, KD2RDH. Oh, wait, no. Isn't that an acronym for something? Larry is here. Dave's FPV is here. Ken Hill, John Dyson, Pedro Tomei, David Kernika, Brett Vogelslang, Boas FPV, Pedro Tomei again, Freelo Joe, Jakina Backpack, Big Willie FPV, Boas FPV again, Double A Roscoe Sticks, Larry again, and Killer B FPV, and a $5 super chat from the rimmiest of Tims. Thanks, Daniel. Much appreciated. Just saying hey real quick, and I'm gone. I need a night to myself just because that 533 rig looks sick, though. Have a good stream. Much love. Thanks, brother. No, not Dave's Discount Motors. I actually don't know what DDM stands for. DDM. Shit, I forget what DDM stands for. But these guys make Miata and Mazda 2 parts, of which we have a bunch on either of our cars. Killer B saying what's up. Roscoe Sticks saying what's up. Double A, Jakina Backpack. Can you get us a link to them? Jakina, to what? Tag me again and let me know what... I don't know what I was talking about when you posted that. So let me know what you want to link to, and I can probably get you one. Dave's FPV says, Ciotti, remember Quaranstream day before when I said just finished editing my bot challenge vid? I won the challenge and the coin. Nice, Dave's. Good stuff, brother. Flying Ram is here. What's up, man? Dude, that's awesome, Dave's. Very, very, very cool. I'm honored to have a CiottiFPV fan that's gnarly enough pilot to be winning contests. Hell yeah, man. Alright. Well, shit. Let's just jump into the... let's look at some of the footage. There's, what, 24 people in here? Anybody that rewatches this... oh, well, I guess I didn't put this CB3 in the description, so it'll be a surprise. But... Oh, the 1304 motors. Yeah. Hold on. Let me hop over to... where am I going to hop over to? MyRC Mart, and I will find them for you. Okay, myrcmart.com, I want to say. No. Playing around with lighting again today, too. Just kind of messing around. I've got the two... I've got my two closet lights that are wonderful and magical stick lights set up here. Instead of having them both as key lights on this side, I've just got the one, and then I have the other one hanging from my boom over here, which is what's doing this. So, just for anybody looking to learn about lighting, two light setup right now. One light, just to give a little bit of fill on this side of my head, and then here's the key light. This is our main light source. Two $18 lights, and they look this good. All right. Okay, so MyRC Mart. So you go to MyRC Mart here. You go to MyRC Mart and then you search for 1304, and I don't think it'll come up. I think you have to search like R1304 or something. Maybe it does come up, but it's on the last page. Here's the LDARC ones, which are supposedly okay, but they're not quite as good. Although, man, they really look very, very similar. So those are 6,000 kV. They'd be good if you're looking to stay on 3S, but I really like these on 4S, and that's not them. So there's the 1306s. I like them a lot as well. If you're going to creep up over 200 grams all up weight, these 1306s are absolutely perfect. They've got them in 4,000 kV for 4S, 6,000 kV for 3S. Or, I'm interested to run these 13... too much music volume, eh? Why is that? Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Desktop audio is still on. So all my settings are all screwed up because this microphone wasn't working on yesterday's stream. What I was saying was, you go to MyRC Mart, myrcmart.com. You type in 1304, and you scroll down to the bottom. You're going to find the LDARC 1304 4100. This is not quite as good as the regular, the non-blue 1304, but still a decent motor from what I've heard. I haven't personally tried those. What LDARC does have, though, is this 6,000 kV one. And I think did I open that up here? We're going to look at that in a second. Yeah, 6200 kV. So if you have to stay on 3S, this is what you want. The King Kong LDARC XT1304 6200 kV. That'll spin a 2.5-inch prop or a 3-inch prop. And then we scroll down here. So here's what we're really interested in. This is the 1304 that I have been flying for over 2 years, and I just flew them for the first time in over a year, and they are the best micro motors that I've flown still to this day. I got the monitor zoom mic here. Let me put on picture in picture real quick. No, I want SL1. There we go. Made it all small yesterday. There we go. Okay, we're back. So yeah, that was on this little guy here. 4S 450 mAh battery by GNB. 1304 RCX 4000 kV motors, and these are the Gemfan 3016 3 blades. And yeah, like I said, barely tuned, like two batteries into tuning it, and absolutely brilliant. These motors are very smooth, and that makes the tuning very easy. It flew beautiful on the completely stock tune, and then I could just crank it up more and more and more and more, and it just kept getting better and better and better. The motors never got hot at all, which that's the experience of tuning micros that I used to be, that used to be normal for me until all of these N52 magnet motors came out that are notchy as hell. The notchiness of the motors it just creates too many vibrations, even for RPM filtering. RPM filtering has helped a ton, but a system with mechanically less vibrations is always going to function better. And I just got a real wake-up call to that today. Jakina mentions the Emax Eco 1404s. I am dying to get my hands on them because I want to see how notchy they are or aren't. If they are not notchy, then they will be an even better bet for a 3-inch prop. These 1304s can spin these low-pitch, lightweight Gemfan 3-inch props, but they're not going to spin any of the heavier 3-inch props, whereas those 1404s will. They'll do a little bit better of a job at the heavier, more pitchy 3-inch props. So, I forgot to actually show you guys what I wanted to show you. If you keep scrolling down here, here are the motors. RCX H1304 4000 kV, that's for a 3-inch prop. And then RCX H1304 5000 kV. Here's the crazy secret of these motors. I really like these. My favorite setup with these motors is the 2.5-inch Emax Avan Blur prop. And these 4S 450s. It fucking rips. And 5000 kV on 4S with those nice sturdy props is amazing. Those props are durable as hell. You can bounce that thing off the concrete all over the place, and it just doesn't care. It just keeps flying. Look at this. These guys put a $3 warranty into the price of these motors, and if the warranty is voided. Well, first of all, they're shipping from overseas, so you're not really going to deal with a warranty on a $10 motor. The shipping would make it worthless, right? So you're not going to use the warranty anyway. I think as soon as you put a soldering iron on one of these wires, the warranty is void anyway. So you take the fucking warranty off, and this $10 motor becomes a $7 motor from IRC Mart. And that $7 motor, in my opinion, is the best motor for any rig under like 220 grams all up weight. So although I guess these wouldn't be good on a toothpick because they are a little bit heavier, but yeah, anything north of a toothpick, heavier than a toothpick but lighter than a Acrobrat, these are your motors, man. $7 each, durable as hell. I think I've only broken one of these motors, and I've probably put 400 or 500 batteries through my rigs on them, going back as far as 2 years ago. So yeah, man, super cheap, super good, and not notchy. They are not notchy motors, and that makes all the difference. And our selection right now of not notchy motors is like practically non-existent. So yeah, man. RCX 1304s, or if you have a little bit heavier rig, like if you get up to around 200 all up weight to like 240 all up weight, here you go. Emax has a 1306 as well that's just as good, but the Emax is a 12 by 12 motor mount base pattern on the stator, whereas these RCX 1306s are 9 by 9. So the Tiny Trainer, for example, which is 9 by 9, very well might get a set of these 1306 6000s. So let's really quickly look at this rig flying, and then there's a ton of questions in the chat that I want to get to here, and then we'll talk about the Tiny Trainer. Make you guys wait. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? Let's come back over here. And okay. So let's see what we got here. Where's that memory card? Oh, well, here. I'll give you guys a sneak peek, too. This is what we worked on This is what you guys missed on yesterday's stream. Hold on. So we did this entire edit on yesterday's stream, day 5. Whoops. What the hell? Come on. Just give you guys a little bit. Make you work for it. What the heck? Okay, computer's freaking out. Everything's freaking out. Coming soon. Coming soon. That edit, I wanted to get it up today, but the time got away from me. Right, so where is the memory card? There it is. This memory card is named Wet Fart. Okay, so we got that out of the way, and here we go. I think this is it, isn't it? Yeah, this is it. Why did he go so far back? What's the deal here? So this was the... Oh, no, that's the Tiny Hawk. I got a bunch of Tiny Hawk stuff on here. Let me get it out of here. That's the Tiny Hawk again. Tiny Hawk. And I think... I don't think this is the Tiny Hawk. Hold on. Maybe it is. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's on different props. Tiny Hawk, Tiny Hawk, Tiny Hawk, Tiny Hawk. Oh, nope. Wait. Nah, that's it. Yep. There it is. And... should be able to tell a difference in the camera. Wow, not much of a difference in the camera. I'll be damned. Alright, almost there. Great. No, that's the Tiny Hawk. It says it on the top of the screen. Dummy. There we go. Here it is. So this is the very first battery. Complete, not completely stock tune, but almost stock tune. Just like everything raised up a few points. Why can't I get the goddamn dock? Come on. Oh my god, what is... why? Okay. We're going to open it in VLC. Jesus. Alright. Give you guys some music. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, so just getting used to it. The kids kept screaming at me, "Come fly over by us!" So I did. Because I'm a ham. This is a Foxier Arrow CCD camera. And a UBAD VTX. 200 milliwatt, no smart audio or anything like that. Yeah, so this thing is legit. Like, I'm not used to it. I've never flown around that Jungle Gym thing with as much confidence as I was in this. It just totally reminded me of all the time and effort that I put into figuring this combo out. To be really honest with you. There we go. Getting that little flicky reverse jib jab in there. Look at that, flying nice and low to the ground, no bouncing up and down. Good power. Not like life-changing power, but plenty. So after this, I started giving it a little bit more P and D gain, because there was a tiny little bit of juddery prop wash. Unbelievably responsive. Like the responsiveness, so good. Just so balanced. Such a balanced amount of power, amount of weight. Like it just, yeah, it just moves around in a way that, I don't know. I fly better with it. Yeah. Let's get one or two more here. Oh, come on now. VLC does that. It pauses music when it starts playing. Let's put a jam on. What do you guys say? Let's put a jam on. No, that's not the song we want to listen to. We'll do a little swording. Hey, I'll give it to you for real. Love Buffy. Oh, wait. Savage is the right word. Hang on. Here goes go with the music again. Yeah, it's this thing. It's ridiculous, guys. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just so good. It's just so good. This is what confidence looks like. This is how I fly when I'm confident with the rig and like I'm familiar with it and like, ugh. I miss this. I miss this so bad. Here you guys go. A little bit more.
I wasn't looking for romance, just a quick slow dance, and the off chance that an off night and a side glance might lead me to the wrong hands. I wasn't looking for you. I wasn't after forever, just for whatever. I was one of the dark hearts who thought that they never truly be open. But this is an explosion of star-crossed and blood-rushed and head-tossed and cheeks flushed and weeks lost. I wasn't looking for you. I said I never felt my heart like this. She said I never felt my body. I always thought the point of love was just to keep from falling to the deep blue, the deep blue. Falling to the deep blue, the deep blue. I wasn't looking for devotion, just cheap emotion, but I found love like an ocean. On my second whiskey, your eyes tried to miss me, they lost control. I didn't know I had a soul until the moment you kissed me. I wasn't looking for you. I said I never felt my heart like this. She said I never felt my body. I always thought the point of love was just to keep from falling to the deep blue, the deep blue. Falling to the deep blue, the deep blue. I wasn't looking for action, just some distraction, just a little weeknight, booth in the back. I wasn't looking for romance, just a quick slow dance, and the off chance that an off night and a side glance might lead me to the wrong hands.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yes, indeed. For the bubblers. As we dip and we move, you're done now. Warming, warming, warming. Big things right back to the early morning. Inside for the people. Yo, we do it nice and easy. And we got the pumping style,
Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see it in the comments. Is that not gnarly? Larry said, did you forget to smash it into the trees and the asphalt? Or is that not what we're supposed to do? Man, you know, everything else that I've been flying out there, I've been smashing into everything. Magically, I fly something that's proper, and I'm not. So go figure, right? Yeah, I fuck. Like, I was trying to behave. I was out there just trying to maiden it because this is the giveaway rig. This is going away. And I don't want to send somebody a mangled-ass rig. But, I mean, Christ, once I get another one of these together and I start actually pushing out there, I mean, should I just fly backwards everywhere? Is that like... So, yeah, man, I'm mind blown, yo. Mind blown. This Nachi motor thing, I'm over it. I'm gonna give these two a little bit of effort on the Acrobrat. I can all but guarantee I'm not gonna get anywhere because the Emax 1606s are less notchy than either of these, and I can't really get anywhere with those. And then that's it. And then I'm just gonna literally buy one of every single motor available, which is you can actually do with micros because there aren't that many. And yeah, anything that's even remotely notchy, it's gonna get the big thumbs down from me. Sorry, motor manufacturers, it's your job to figure this stuff out, man. I've been screaming about this for 2+ years. So that brings us to the tiniest of trainers. Look at that little devil, everybody. Would you just look at it? So I don't have the little battery door on the bottom because I have it in a vise. I'm trying to crease the... Well, I'll just show you guys. So, fair warning. Don't like leave this stream right now and go buy one. Hold on, I'm gonna come back to this. Yeah, don't like run out and buy one. There is a I have a really big problem with this frame, unfortunately, and it's what we always talk about, which is the direction of the carbon. I don't know how this got missed. I'm certain that Evan knows the difference and knows the direction that the carbon weave should be going. But unfortunately, it is not going that direction on this. The weave is going up, down, left, and right. The same way that Airblade does all their frames. And the main reason that I don't fly any of Airblade's frames. And that's a real shame. Like, on one hand, yes, this is, like, sort of just a for fun build, right? Like, the point of it is to just kind of, like, to look like the racer. But the frame is like a fucking wet noodle because of the direction of the carbon. The arms are nice and thick and wide, so maybe it'll put up with some abuse, but it's not going to tune properly because the arms are so wobbly. I mean, like, guys, look at that. I mean, like, I guess it's really hard for you guys to see, but it's very, very, very wobbly. Very wobbly. To give you some perspective, this is, what is it, 2 mil or is it 3 mil? So it is only 2 mil. The CB3 frames are 3 mil, and that's what I really have been saying forever. That, well, I mean, they're 2 mil and they have the carbon go in the right direction. So the difference in strength there is humongous. I'm trying to think if I have a... I don't know if I do. Hold on. What thickness is the WeMix? Now, the WeMix is completely broken, but let's see. Is there a... So, okay, so it's the same thickness as the WeMix, and the arm is broken up here on the WeMix. The arms are way, way, way thinner on the WeMix. Probably about half as thin. The WeMix is another Rotorius frame. So I'll try to do this as fair as I can since this frame is broken. I'll grab it from up here in one finger, but right after the break, right after the broken arm from it getting run over by a car. So I'll grab it there and at the end of the arm, and I'll do the same thing I always do. I put my fingers in between and give it a little bit of bendage, right? And then we'll do roughly the same thing here. And even with twice the thickness of carbon, even with twice the width, this is more floppy than the WeMix is. And that, like I said, that is literally just from the carbon going the correct direction on the arms. So, and then you compare this to something proper like the CB3 with 3 mil thick carbon and it going the same direction, and it's like comparing a fucking 2x4 to a string of ramen. I mean, like, this is crazy. And again, thinner arms. Like, these arms are quite a bit thinner than these, and the difference in strength is just absolutely asinine. So, to give you another idea, right, of the difference in strength, that's as hard as, that's all my fucking strength. If I did that with this, I guarantee you I would break this in half. I guarantee you this would just look at the amount of deflection for me doing that. The arms are supposed to be level with these, with the plastic, right? So you can kind of see the plastic there, right? Ready? Look at that deflection. If God, man, come on. Yeah, I'm so goddamn frustrated about this. I'm still gonna fly it. I'm gonna batter the living hell out of it. The canopy is amazing. This canopy is made by HQ, and it is fun. There are so many things on this rig that I love. That's why I'm mad. The way that the carbon. Well, let me come over here to the bench. I also now have it set up so that when I come to the bench, I don't have to bring that microphone with me. I'm just using the bench cam. So I am going to need to spend a little bit of time getting this bench microphone dialed in. So if I'm too loud or I'm too quiet, do me a favor, guys, and just tell me. Just drop it in the chat so I can see it. All right, so I'm going to rip through the things that I really do like about this frame, and there are a lot. This is a great frame if they can get their base plates cut properly, which basically all they need to do is tell whoever's cutting the carbon that they need to rotate everything by 45 degrees. That's all that needs to be done. This carbon weave would run perfectly. This would be such a strong frame. Like, Evan could literally cut the width of these arms in half if the carbon fiber was, if the cuts were rotated by 45 degrees and the fibers were going down the length of the arms. So there is no carbon in the front. In the front, he's using all TPU, which is really, really neat. The connector for the camera actually has to go down in the bottom there. Let me get another light over here for you guys. Maybe a bit too loud? All right, cool. The canopy is flimsy, Rocco, but I don't think that matters. So the ends of the arms, they have this big thingy in them so that you can run zip tie. He gives you a bunch of zip ties. So you zip tie these guys down, and that further holds the canopy down, but then the canopy is also held on by 1, 2, 3, 4. This is kind of taken apart too. I have a bunch of the hardware out of this thing. So, well, you know what? Let me let me put the bottom plate on so that you can see it, because it's a really cool little design. Unfortunately, it does lock you into a very specific battery or two, but this is the one thing that you get with the package. It's a 3D printed piece, and it's got living hinges 3D printed into it. So they make the 3D printing a little bit thinner in spots, along here, along there, and that allows you to fold it. So, and that's the battery tray again, a la the actual racer, right? The racer was set up to just throw a battery in. I don't actually know how. So you would have to. The only other way to hold the battery to the bottom of this thing would be rubber bands, because you can't run a battery strap through here, because it's set up for the AIO boards. So fair warning, if you want to using this little thing limits you to only being able to run a 3S 550 long type, and I'll show you this in a minute, or a 4S 450, and that's it. If you want to run any battery other than that, you're going to have to run a rubber band from here to here and another rubber band from there to there. And you're just going to have to rubber band the battery to the bottom of this thing. But that's not what it was designed for. It was designed to be used like this. And this is slick. I have to admit that this is really slick, and I am digging this setup. And the batteries that this forces you to run are really good batteries. So it's really kind of like the only annoying things if you don't have if you're already loaded up on another type of battery, then you're kind of screwed. But I mean, you're not screwed. You're just gonna have to buy new batteries. So this goes into the front standoff up here, and then the standoffs are M2 standoffs, which I am a little bit suspect of. I'm curious as to whether or not they'll be strong enough, but we'll find out. I personally am going to run a little bit longer hardware. Whatever these are, they don't have a ton. They have a good amount of engagement, come to think of it. Now that I've screwed them down a couple times and the TPU is smushed down a little bit, it's actually not as bad as it was on the initial piece together. So, alright, so that's one side, and then you pick it up and you bring it over, and then you fold it down and under for the other side, and it makes a little pocket, a little TPU pocket on the bottom, which I've never seen before, and I really like. It really, the battery just drops right in there, and it's just clever. It's actual innovation, which we don't get very often, and I love that, and that's it's yet another reason why I'm so sort of frustrated that. Here's the thing, right? Like. The manufacturer, even so, what I'm assuming, my assumption is this: Evan got the designs done, sent them to the manufacturer, and just didn't specifically say, "Hey, make sure that the grain of the carbon runs down the length of the arms." And okay, so you could say, all right, well, it's Evan's fault, but it's also the manufacturer's fault, because there's no reason to run the carbon like this. There just isn't. There's no benefit whatsoever. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's no performance benefit. The benefit is that you can fit more frames on a carbon fiber sheet. So the benefit is monetary. But I'm willing to bet that Evan didn't want that, right? Like the manufacturer should have called him on this. The manufacturer should have said, "Oh, okay, just to confirm, you don't have the carbon. Which direction do you want us to put the?" One of two things happened. Either the manufacturer just assumed, and they didn't show. I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to stop there. I don't care what happened. It doesn't matter what happened. it got cut wrong, and if they do another run of just the base plates and cut them right, this could be an amazing frame. There's a cut in the little pockety thing here, so that it hangs out a little bit, and then you can hold it down yet again with your holes that go through the left and right stack holes. So that's what I'm doing now. This is that really cheap Pyrodrone AIO board. Come on. So yeah, I would like to think that my hope is that my real hope is that Evan told the manufacturer to cut it correctly, and the manufacturer screwed up, and now that is my hope, because then Evan can go back to the manufacturer and go, hey, you fucked this up, recut this for free, and then he can just give us all replacement base plates for free. So that's the hope. Oh, look at that. It stands up. That's kind of cool. So yeah, there's the little pouch to hold the battery on the bottom. How fucking cool is that? And look, you can start to see I'm trying to like make these creases. I've had this TPU sitting in my vise for a couple hours trying to make these creases, because it would look so cool if it were, you know, once this TPU gets kind of worked in and it's got these creases, it'll look even cooler. But like, come on, look at this thing, man. It's like a little bomb. And it is way more stable now that I have the things in there. Look at this. Like, I mean, here's a hammer, guys. Right? Like, look at this thing. This is amazing. This is such an innovative design. This is such a cool design. I'm so happy with everything other than the only piece of carbon, actually. The carbon is the only thing that lets this down. Everything but the carbon is amazing. This canopy is stiff. Like, this canopy is going to put up with some abuse. He also gives you a little flip stick that he put a little provision for, so that when it flips upside down, there's always going to be rear props that can spin. Looks ridiculous, but this is totally just a cosmetic piece, but it'll also work in the same way, giving a little bit of a boost. This is another piece of TPU here. That'll hold your antenna in there. I'm probably not going to run this piece of TPU because it's just sort of dead weight. I'll figure some other way out. You know, I'll probably end up punching a hole and running the antenna out of here, maybe. And then I'll probably just run the RX antennas off the front arms, like I always used to do. So yeah, front piece of TPU, nano cameras only. I did not know that. This is a broken nano camera just in there as a placeholder for the moment. I ordered an Oscar 2 nano from RDQ. Be here like Tuesday, I guess. Yeah, and then there's this thing. Oh, here, let me get a battery and show you guys. So, the only battery I have at the moment that'll fit, and it doesn't really fit, is this 3S300. So the battery just rolls right in there, and so it's not meant for this battery. It's meant for a 3S550. So the 3S550 will sit in here pretty solid, but even this one that's not super solid in there, like, it still kind of hangs up in there. There's stuff that it kind of catches on to hold it in. So, I mean, you could technically run this battery. This would technically work. But, yeah, the other batteries will fit better. This is a 525 4S, and it's just too big. If you're going to do a 4S in here, it's got to be a 4S 450, which I have on the way as well. You know what's interesting, though? He can just sell bigger ones of these. He can just sell this TPU printed piece, or just have the files that are bigger. If it was a little bit more TPU, you could actually fit this 525 4S in here, no problem, because the length is no sweat. But yeah, I don't know. It'll have plenty of power. These are Zing. Oh wow, that one's waffled to death. Holy Christ. Okay, so I guess I'm not running these motors. Jesus, Bob, what'd you do to that one? These other three seem fine, though. These are 1404 6500 Zings. Jesus, that one is waffled worse than I think I've ever seen a micromotor. Look at that, man. Woo, that is extra waffly. Boy, oh boy. Good work. And Kebab says he doesn't fly hard and crash hard. Jesus. This is the definition of crashing hard. Well, shit. I'm not going to fly it on these motors. I don't know where to get these 6500s either. I haven't seen these 1404 6500s. I hope that's not like a prototype motor. All right, I'm going to jump into the chat here, and we will blast through some of these questions that I'm sure you guys have. Really quickly before I forget, let me search eBay for 1404 6500 kV. Not eBay, the Google machine. And whatever. I'll figure that out. Okay, so jumping back into the chat, scrolling back up to the top. Let's come here to this camera. We're gonna look at. Okay, so Jakina, I got you the link to those. Oh, I didn't drop the link. Sorry. Here comes the link to the 1304s. And there is the 4000 for 3-inch props. And here is the 5,000 for 2.5-inch props. And then if you're stuck on 3S, here's a 6,000 kV version from a different manufacturer. Not quite as good, but still nice and smooth. Freelojo, Dave sells large-scale RC stuffs. No way, huh? In reference to this shirt. Yeah, DDM is not Dave's Discount Motors. This is a Miata and Mazda 2 part company, aftermarket part company. Freelojo also says, what would be a good frame for a set of 1105 Zing Nano motors? 2-inch prop frame, of which I don't know any good ones. But yeah, 2-inch props on those motors for sure. Mark Spatz is, well, he was here. Thanks for swinging by, Mark, if you're still here. Thanks for hanging. And then that's where I went to the different scene and the music volume went crazy. Roscoe Sticks is flying, 6 batteries already. 11:37 a.m. Nice, man. And he remembered to hit stop on the Fat Shark DVR. Mark Spatz rightly says RCX motors for the win. Hell yeah. Mark is OG enough to know all about RCX motors. Jakina then says, I'm surprised I haven't seen more people talking about the new Emax Eco 1404s. Yeah, we talked about those. I need to get my hands on some of them. Man. Killer B says, let me know if you're flying tomorrow. We can meet up and fly, and I can get the frame from you. I think I gave. Wait. I thought I gave you the frame already. I think I might have given it to. I gotta find it. I don't know where it is. All right. Freelojo got the PC power supply set up as a bench power supply. It's crazy easy to do. Nice, Freelojo. What's that song? And is it loyalty free? Absolutely not. I nothing that I've got is loyalty free. I don't monetize any of my stuff on YouTube, so I just use good music instead. Although you can find good loyalty free music, it's just you have to pay for it usually, and it's a pain in the ass. Roscoe Sticks, I've got a new computer right here. Not new, but instead of 11 years old, it's 6 years old. Pesky calling out the reverse dives. Hell yeah, I love those tree climbs. Killer B making fun of his RX signal. William Barlow, do any flying today? Just what you just saw, William. Today was a weird day. Weirdo with a skateboard. I'm doing good. How about you? Dave Pernica, I really wanted to get one. I know Freelojo rightly saying that flex is scary. And voice is Oh no! Tell me that this mic isn't screwed up. Is it doing the weird thing again? I plugged the USB into a different spot. The Zoom mic has been acting up ever since I started plugging it into this little hard drive bay thing. And ever since I haven't been, well, previously when I wasn't doing that, this little guy, I've got this little external hard drive SATA slot, and you just drop them down, and they put 3 USB ports on the front, which is really nice. But yeah, ever since I started plugging the Zoom mic into this port, it's been a dick. So now I've got it plugged into the back of the monitor, which is where I always used to have it plugged. And so we'll see. We'll see if it goes ballistic again today. But it shouldn't. What other questions do you guys have about the Tiny Trainer? I tried to kind of cover everything. To be really honest, with a proper base plate, that's the 3-inch frame I'm going to recommend until there's CB3s and or Rotorius Rippers available. And now I'm back on the the Zoom mic. I gotta remember that I changed that. Weirdo with a skateboard. I'm only looking for loyalty free stuff because the algorithm won't F you. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Huh. That's aggravating. Aaron FPV, the camera audio is fine. The other audio feed is muddy. So let me guess. Everything is good right now, but when I go over to the webcam, the quality should be a lot worse on the audio. So this should be shittier quality audio, and now it should be better quality audio, right? And put my kicker light back up here. Let's turn it way the fuck up to give you guys like the most drastic example of what a kicker light does. Come on, jerk. There we go. Correct. Okay, yeah, cool. Right. License to Drive, the YouTube channel Vlog No Copyright Music is a good source of tunes for monetizing videos, avoiding copyright strikes. Is it good stuff, though, license, or is it just like the most royalty-free music is shit, if I'm completely honest? Let me pull this out here and take a look. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Pause this. Search for Vlog No Copyright Music. Oh, it's a whole page. Oh, yeah. So I'd found this one. This is okay, but it's that there's no like super amazing stuff, I believe. Yeah. Stephen Rossi said, yeah, it's kind of shit. This ain't bad. I've heard a lot worse. What's nice is I haven't heard this before. A lot of time when I look up, thanks guys, thanks Roscoe. When I look up royalty-free music, I've heard it before, and that's like the biggest no-no ever, because once somebody has used a song, like you're never gonna focus on what you're watching, because you're gonna be focused on either where the hell have I heard this song before, or just thinking about the previous time that you heard it, and what that video was. This is alright, though. Not bad. I subbed to them, so good looking out on that one, License. I appreciate it. Free Lojo says, bench cam mic. Was I too close to it? Weirdo with a skateboard. Just threw up so hard. What? Jesus, just threw up so hard I dislocated my jaw, so not so hot. Get that taken care of, man. What are you up to? Jesus. Only difference is that the audio is flatter with the good mic. Okay, cool. That's because it's not on... that's because I have it set to manual, so that I can adjust the gain without it auto-gaining all over the effing place. Although it looks like I might have it down a little too... Although, no, I have to keep it down because I yell all the time. And I don't want it to clip when I yell. I could probably give it a little bit more. Loud noises! Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, what other questions do you guys have on the Tiny Trainer? I feel horrible being so negative about it, but fuck. Like, what do we have to do to get the manufacturers to give a shit? Is it just me? It must just be me. I need to find these. I need to find another one of these motors. God damn it. Or maybe I won't use these motors. These motors are very notchy. Carl uses Epidemic Sounds. They have some cool options. And oh yeah, Carl, you should have a feel for royalty-free stuff, right? Not too bad. All right, Epidemic. Are they? Of course, I want to try and find something that's free, but I doubt there's going to be anything that's free that's decent. But Epidemic Sounds, royalty-free. What do they cost? Log in, sign up. Let's see. Oh, I know these guys. Yeah, I remember these guys from when I used to work at Disc Makers. No shit. Yeah, anything free is going to suck. Yeah, Tiago. It's, they cut the carbon wrong. The carbon is 45 degrees the wrong direction, and it's as floppy as a wet noodle. Everything else about it is amazing. But, yeah, it's worthless with the carbon like this. This is a broken Predator Nano. It only takes nano cams, and I have a Oscar V2 on the way. Speaking of, so I need to find these motors actually. Let's see if they exist. I would like to use these Zing 1404s because they'll probably make more power. And this, so here's another thing I'll say. This will never be an HD rig. I have not talked to Evan yet, Tiago. No, I just noticed it a couple hours ago, and I figured I would wait until the stream here to talk about it. What was I coming over here to do? Oh yeah, so this will never get HD. There is just nowhere near enough room for a second board in here. Like, there is this little area in the back for the VTX and the receiver, which is great. But to get a second board in here, you're gonna have to chop like a. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think you're gonna be able to get like one of the Nano baby cameras in here. I could totally be wrong, but. I don't see it really happening. You can kind of pull this down. I don't know. My hunch says no. Here's the other problem. Here's the other thing that I'm kind of confused about. The AIO board gets really, really close to the camera mount. To the TPU camera mount. Let me show this to you guys. So the reason why this made me think of this is that I was going to just say, well, to hell with it. I'll run these notchy ass motors. It won't matter because I can never get HD in this thing. So it'll just sort of all be about performance. But I want to make sure that I'm not full of shit there. Let's see. So that's how, and I also haven't showed you guys how the canopy comes apart. So yeah, there's the canopy. It's that HQ plastic, man. It's that magic indestructible HQ plastic. This thing is like incredibly. Ugh. Man, there's so many things I love. Look at that. Look how deep that is up in there. Like, and so it actually, to get the board off and out, so you can't just take the board out. It gets stuck up in there. To get the board out, you got to slide the camera pod up, because see how it's kind of wallowed out in there? It's really hard to show you that. Here, let me bring this light in. See how the TPU is rounded out? So when it's down, come on, go down. Go down. There it goes. So yeah, when it's down, you can't slam. Like what I was first thinking is that I could just slam this board really low, but you can't. It starts to hit the TPU. Let's see how far down I can actually put it though, just for the sake of argument. So yeah, like realistically on the bottom with these things, this would be as low as it could possibly go. So this will be a good test. And I have another one of these boards. I can kind of mock this up. Let me see here. So here's how you have to build it. You got to pull the camera thing up a little bit. Oh no, I guess you don't have to do this. I guess you could take those standoffs completely. That's how you build it. You take the standoffs completely off by the bottom, so there's no front standoffs on. You push this down, and then you just slide the front piece back in there. So let's do that right now, actually, because you know what? I'm gonna mock this completely up. I'm gonna mock this up with HD because it pushes the camera fairly far forward, so there shouldn't be much prop in view, which is a really compelling. That's really hard to get with HD. With these frames, it's hard to not have props in view, or at least it's hard to have not a lot of props in view. So like I said, I'm gonna ditch out on this piece of TPU. It just kind of sits in there, and I was just putting it in to see what the hell it's for. But yeah, I'll find a way to mount the cameras that doesn't weigh what this weighs. Speaking of, we can start weighing stuff. That would be kind of cool. That's true, Tiago, but there are, so in the GEP-RC Skip 3 HD behind me, there's the Cadix Baby Turtle, which does have the wacky size. What is it, 26 by 26? 26 and a half by 26 and a half. Yeah, so I mean, I could actually build this into HD. I'm thinking about it right now. Yeah, I mean, I could, but let's do this little exercise here to see if it's going to want to stay. So I've got these little round boys on the bottom here, and I need one more of the little fellas. They're these little, like, they're either 2 mil or they might be 1.5 millimeter. Let me look at them against the board here. Yeah, they're actually 1.5 millimeter spacers. I have no idea where these came from, but I have a whole bunch of them, and every once in a while they come in incredibly handy. So let's get this guy onto these, and I like them because they're metal, and when you run one screw through the whole stack like this, it really helps if you put a nut on top of it to hold it perfectly vertical. When you zip tie the oh, that's interesting. Freelojo says when you zip tie the canopy down on the Trinity Trainer, does that make it stiffer? I mean, it might make it a little bit stiffer, but the point is, there's no. So the way that this carbon is, this frame is going to be extremely stiff in this direction and in that direction, and it just doesn't need to be. That there's no forces coming in those directions. All of the forces coming in are diagonal of the motors hitting the ground. So it's just complete. Yeah, it's just a complete oversight, more than likely on the manufacturer's part. But something that people who've cut, so that I'm not super surprised. My guess would be that Evan's used to cutting frames with removable arms, and they always orient the removable arms up and down. I bet you Evan hasn't cut a solid base plate frame before. So this is about as low as it's going to get. The USB is probably 1 millimeter off the base plate. So realistically, with this height screw that you get with it, it's going to be a hell of a tight squeeze. So let's just pretend that this is the HD board. This way I don't have to completely tear that toothpick apart. And realistically, this is going to be, if anything, this is going to be thinner than the actual HD board, because the actual HD board has to have the cut in it for the slot in it for the memory card, right? So we can just sort of pretend here. All right, so it's nice and flat on this side. So if I drop this down, pretending like this is an HD board, or we can just build an octocopter. Come on, get on there. Get on there, you jerk. So if I push these down to the point where they're pretty close together, well, yeah, I could technically still get a nut on the top of that. So, I mean, there's not no hope. I am intrigued now. Well, shit. That makes me question everything. Interesting. Okay. So, there is a chance. There is a chance. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, it's not... The frame design has nothing to do with the direction of the carbon. The direction of the carbon gets... So they send the carbon cutting company the CAD design of this frame, and then the carbon company will lay out the 3D render on the carbon sheets, and typically they lay them out for maximum throughput, right? To squeeze as many frames onto the sheet of carbon as possible. And unless you tell them not to do that, unless you tell them that you need to orient the frames at a 45-degree angle, they won't do that. So that's what I'm hoping happened. I'm hoping that they didn't say to Evan, hey, we can make a lot more of these frames if we orient them up and down. And he said, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter, or stiffness doesn't matter, or whatever. But regardless, it happened, and hopefully there will be an option in the future to replace this base plate with one that's been cut at a 45-degree angle from this, so that the arms are going to be a lot stronger. And, I mean, if they did that, they could also make the arms a lot skinnier. Or leave them this wide, and it'll just be fucking bulletproof. Like even this 2mm carbon would, with arms this thick, would be so strong if they'd just been cut at a 45-degree angle. There's a good test. Okay, that's a test that you guys can probably see a little bit better. All right, so let me see if I can figure out how I can do that with the other frame. Look at that, guys. Like, I'm not pushing down that hard. Now I'm pushing down hard. That's pushing down pretty hard, but it's stopping because these are hitting the oh, man. Damn. Well, there it is, though. Everything else about it is great. Tiago and I will try to get in touch with Evan to make sure he knows about this. What am I doing? I'm putting it on upside down. So yeah, that would be, to build this with HD, you'd have to build it like that. You'd have to go like that, and then that would jump on there. And so actually, here's how it would go. Okay, so that's how it would go. So yeah, once it's together, you can't really go any higher on this one here. So I guess what I'll do is I'll build it without HD for now, because I have that stuff coming. And if I get bored of that skip HD thing, which I kind of already am, I will I will tear that apart and move it over. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Yeah, TPU on the bottom for the battery. The battery slides right in there. Really, really cool design. Living hinges. They designed living hinges into the TPU here, so that it makes its own creases. Which is just brilliant. I absolutely love that they did that. The only problem with them doing this is this limits you to two very specific batteries, 3S550 and a 4S450 long type. But that being said, a bigger, this is just a flat sheet of TPU. So you could design a flat sheet of TPU exactly like this that's longer to hold bigger batteries. So that is kind of cool. I mean, yeah. Oh, man, this has me thinking. The wheels are really turning with a lot of things in this design, because there's a lot of stuff that's been done differently, and not just for the sake of being done differently. Like, very well thought out, and that just doesn't happen all that often. So let's get this pieced back together, I guess, here, so that you guys can see it one more time put back together. Let's see how many times we can say back together the same sentence. And all right. So there's the standoffs back in there. This flight controller is now on upside down, just to kind of look at clearances. And oh, so the other two things, yeah, let's fully mock it up. The other two things it's going to need are a receiver and a VTX. So let's take a look at an eSheen Nano and see how that fits. Oh, come on, jerk. I'm going to use this Pyrodrone one, this $32 Pyrodrone one. See if it's up to the challenge. So there's an eSheen Nano. Nice little spot for that on the rear deck there. Yeah, perfect. So that looks really good. Plenty of room with that. And then I should have an RXSR floating around here. Yeah, there it is. And probably put the RXSR right on top of there. Might want to de-pin the RXSR. So there's an RXSR in there with the antennas. What I would actually do is mount it like this to run the antennas under there and up. I'll show you why in a second. So this is, I can pretty much guarantee this is how I'm going to set this thing up. RXSR like that. That way it sits down nice and low, and that'll also allow me to keep the plug header on it, because I'm a lazy shit, and just run a little bit longer wires. And then what I'll do is put zip ties on each front arm, and then shrink wrap down to the zip ties. So, come on. So I'll put a zip tie so that it's running like that off the front arm, and then take this guy. This is one of my favorite ways to mount receiver antennas. I have never had a receiver antenna get hurt when running it this way. So you run it out like that, and you just use a little piece of shrink wrap to shrink wrap it down to the zip tie. What's really cool about mounting it like that is when you're up and flying, So first of all, they're 90 degrees to one another. So you get you've always, whenever there's a null pointing at you, there's a full strength other donut pointing at you in the strong way, and you can't really hide it. Like if you try to hide it behind the carbon like that, you've got a full antenna coming at you. So you really get really good coverage with them on the front arms like this. Not quite as good coverage as doing them out the back as a T, just because they're a little bit higher up when you put them in the back as a T. But yeah, I really like them under the arms. They really, or coming off the front arms, I should say. It's a really nice way to keep them out of the props. So yeah, that's what I'll probably do there. Put that on the bottom maybe, just so that it kind of sneaks under there with the little antennas. And then do this Ishin Nano, something like that. Yeah. Do one big zip tie around them. Maybe shrink wrap them all together, something like that. I don't think I'll do the Ishin with the wires facing forward. That's too much junk there. Put the wires facing back. And then do a little UFL there. And I'm thinking I'm gonna punch a little hole in the back here that goes through to this hole in the little top fin thing, and then I can just run the antenna right out the top maybe. Although I don't know. Well, actually, let me see. Let me see if that hole is big enough for the antennas, for the linear antennas. Oh wait, here's one right in front of me. Let's see. No, it's not. Damn it. I could probably hog it out a little bit with the tip of a soldering iron. Well, that's kind of annoying. I wish that was big enough. And I wish it was at an angle. That'd be cool if that was at an angle back. Because that sits right up there. You could just run the UFO right there and just bloop. Just run it right. Although, you know what? It's long enough. Oh, yeah. You know what? This is going to be fine. This is going to be fine. Yeah, you know, it's so long, or it's so close to the VTX, rather, that it's going to sit up like that. So yeah, I'll just let it hang out. That's fine. And eventually it'll get kind of pushed down. Cool. Or I guess I could get a little shorty. Do I have one of those kicking around? I do. I guess this is the other thing. Run that up in there, and then... yeah, maybe this is what I'll do. So that'll be like that. Punch a hole in the top of the canopy. And this will sit... oh, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I'll do. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Ooh, that is nice. And all I'll need to do is just drive a little hole the size of the UFL in the top of this guy. Ooh, that's cool. You could also very easily run the Crossfire Mini T out of there if you really wanted to. Wouldn't look as cool, and it would get the shit banged out of it. I would actually not do that. I would not run this out here. If you're going to go Crossfire, you probably just put it right on the back there. Yeah, that would protect it really nice. Yeah, put it in the back there. That'd be the best spot for it. Could even maybe hang it out a little bit. But yeah, this little shorty fella is going to go on top of there for certain. So, cool frame. Very cool frame with one big fuck up, unfortunately. In my opinion. Evan might come back and say that they designed the arms to be this wide so that it would be strong enough with the weave in this direction. Like maybe there's a you know, I don't claim to know everything. Maybe there's a reason that they did it this way that I'm just unaware of. But yeah. Much disappoint. But we'll fly it anyway. We'll fly it until it breaks, or here's the other thing that I've been kind of wondering, and I don't think this is the truth. I think this is bullshit. But the only possible I use welders on the UFL, Roscoe, because it doesn't get soft when it gets hot, like the hot glue when the VTX gets hot. I guess there's a chance that having the arms wobbly like this will allow them to act like springs and sort of more slowly soak up the energy of a crash. I think that's nonsense, but technically speaking, it would maybe do that a little bit. The problem is when the carbon is like this, it just breaks. Like I've run a whole bunch of frames with the carbon like this and a whole bunch with it in the correct orientation, and the ones that they're wrong like this, they just break. The arm bends down and it just delaminates and breaks like very easily. So I'm assuming that this one is going to be the same, but I don't know yet. Once this camera comes in, I will build this. And I will, of course, report back because I'll still be doing daily Quaranstreams at that point. So you guys can bug the shit out of me for it. Oh, and the batteries. I don't have batteries that'll fit in here right now either. So I'm also waiting on the batteries. There you can see the M2 standoffs. They are 16 millimeters tall. RDQ is out of stock on replacement standoffs. Well, yeah, not replacement standoffs, but M2 16 millimeter standoffs. They are sold out on. I just checked not too long ago because I tried to buy some extras. I haven't used the Mini Mortal yet, Mr. Shady, to be honest. I just picked one up because I was doing an order from Rugi. Oh, woe is me. I also I want to get the little arm LEDs, and I'm just realizing now that I meant to add those to my RDQ order, and I forgot to. That is very frustrating, but I do need to get those arm LEDs, and I need to get another one of these motors. I at least need to get another 1404 that I can rob the bell off of. Although that is saying that is assuming that this bell is not, or that this stator is not ruined, which I'm going to check on right now. I'm just going to leave that. Oh, you guys can't really hear me when I have it like this. Come back. Okay, now you guys should be able to hear me. William Barlow asks, and I'm going to go back up on the chat. I know I missed some comments, but William Barlow asks, so have you come to a conclusion on the Tiny Hawk race, and when will the review come out? I was going to do it today, William, but today was a weird day. So my conclusion is that it's amazing. The value is ridiculous. Like, I still can't believe that it's like $100 and something, 115 or 113 or some wacky number. It's a great value, and the weight of it to the size of the props is just, it's a really nice match. It really flies very balanced. It doesn't have huge power, but it shouldn't. Like, it's not for that. It's something to fly outside your house quietly and safely, and I almost want to say that it does that better than anything else I've ever flown. But see, that is kind of the magic of 2-inch rigs, is that they are just so quiet, and but at the same time they're much more efficient than like tiny whoop sized propellers. The smaller propellers, when you go a little bit bigger at a time, it makes a huge difference in efficiency. There we go. Okay, so let's see if this stator is okay. But yeah, I love it. I absolutely love that rig. I love that that they put a the little double 1S plug on it. I think it's perfect for you like discharging your Tiny Whoop batteries down. Yeah, it's like a great little companion to Tiny Whoops. I charge up a whole bunch of Tiny Whoop batteries, and I've got something that I can fly them outside with, and then I can fly the Tiny Whoops inside. It just, yeah, it's just a really cool little rig that I need to get the goddamn review out on. So I am having a hell of a time getting this bell off. Let me screw it back down to the arm, and then I can try to push it out from the motor shaft. Give you guys a little bit of elevation here so you can see what I'm up to. Come on, get in there. Look, I did a little bit of work on the toolbox to make it a little cooler looking for you guys. Look at that. Get back there. Get back there. That's your guys' reminder to like shit. You like this, it says. CiottiFPV is shipping orders. What's CiottiFPV? FPV Cycle. Yeah. Bob just got a whole bunch of his motors back in, and the 2306 and a halves. All right, let's see if I can push this motor shaft out of here. Let me at least put a third screw in so that I don't fuck the stator up. I will say this: the stator where these screws mount on these Zing 1404s is incredibly beefy. I'm really impressed by how beefy the stator is on this thing. Oh my god, that's really in there. I'm gonna have to whack this with a hammer, I think. Go up to an M3 and see if we can force this fucker out of here. I'm gonna have to put this on my lap. I like to hit stuff with hammers on my thighs because my thigh muscle meat, or lack thereof, because I'm a skinny bastard, kind of like absorbs a little bit of shock, so it doesn't, so you're not hitting the thing quite as hard. Oh, I need to do it like this though. I hope this frame doesn't break while I'm trying to get this motor bell off, because I am putting some stress on it. Shit. This thing is on here. Holy hell. Let me try to pry it off. Nope. Jesus. Hold on. Ooh, I just got it. There we go. Okay. It's coming. It's coming off. Oh, that's a good question that Tiago just asked. One that I don't have the answer to, but I want to know. Is the Glide back in stock? Glide should always be back in stock, man. It should always be in stock. It's best freestyle frame available. Best freestyle frame ever made. Trademark, Ciotti. What's that mean? Oh my god, get off of there, Motorbell. Jesus. Fighter. Oh my goodness. It is so bent. It's really impressive how bad Bob bent this. Okay, I'm just going to keep prying at it. It's the only thing that's really working. My god, this arm is bending so bad when I'm doing this. Not how to break in your tiny trainer here, folks. Hey, folks! Anybody know who that's from? Anybody know who that's a soundbite of? Nobody will know. Unless you're a Diablo fan. RC Flyer is here. Looks like he's leaving, though. Thanks for hanging, RC Flyer. I don't know if it's needlessly complicated to work on. And I don't know the all-up weight. I forgot to weigh the damn thing before I started putting stuff into it. But I should be able to have it built within the next couple days. So you guys I'll let you know then, of course. Okay, so this motor is a part of this stator forever. Although, let's try hitting it with a hammer again. Whoops. Alright, let's see. Let's see what I can do with a hammer. God. Ugh. Come on now. Get out of there. Wait. Trying to make sure I don't fuck up the bearing. Come on, get out. Get out. Get out. Oh, I think it just came. Yay! Wait, a little bit. Tiago, see, man, this is why we're friends. I should have some somewhere. There we go. Let's pick a banged up one. This one's kind of mangled. Yeah, that one's mangled. Which one is it? Back there? Yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's see if the mighty Gemfan Winddancer 3028 will provide enough gripping force. Cody R., you're not the first person to think that. It's not a radial engine, it's a stator. His logo is what a stator looks like. I'll show you in a second if I can get this fucking bell off ever. Audio and video is out of sync. I can fix that. Tell me what's early and what's late. Wow. Oh my God. Well, what if our props looked like that? What if we flew around like that? This is unbelievable. This is I don't have much hope for this stator because of how hard I'm having to crank on this. But you never know. Man, this is like, I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed. See, and now, oh, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, wow. Nope, it's still fucking fighting me. Are you kidding me? What are you stuck on now? It's look at it. It's completely off, but you guys can't see it. Look at it. It's still stuck though. It's still fighting. It's a fight. I mean, I might not be able to get it off of here. Like, it's the motor shaft is now stuck on the top bearing. That's the only thing. That's the only other thing that could be. Yes, Cody, correct. You are correct. I don't actually have. Oh, I do have a bigger hammer. I do have a bigger hammer. The problem is, I need a driver that is like less than 2 millimeters on the shaft. I don't have any, so like I can't put anything through the 2 millimeter hole in the bearing because I don't have like a punch. You know what I mean? Or a screw. I don't have a screwdriver or anything that's thinner. I have some angled Allen keys. I think this might be helping, or I could just be ruining the bearing. I have some smaller little angled Allen keys that I'll use sometimes, but then you got to kind of hit them on an angle, and it kind of sucks. Wow. So I don't want to pry it off because I don't want to ruin the stator. Although I feel like the stator is ruined. I feel like there's not much hope for it. Well, so let's look. But I'm assuming that I can't get this KV because I'm not necessarily. Oh, okay. So there it is on Banggood. Do me a favor, guys. Check your favorite store for Zing 1404 6500. See if you can find them. If I can just buy a new one, I don't care about this stator. But it looks like I'm going to have to buy them from Banggood, and that's going to take 100 days and nights to get here. Small drill bit might work. I'd feel weird bashing on a drill bit, though. Yeah, instead of me doing that, I'll keep doing this. You guys see if you can find me these Zing 1404 6500s on the internet, please. In the U.S., I should say, not on the internet. In the U.S. This is what it looks like. It's orange and black. Whee! The bearing still spins fine. So, I mean, it can't be that bad. But, I mean, how hard am I going to have to pull on this to get it out? Shit, you guys aren't going to be able to post links. Just tell me what site, if you find them, just tell me what site you find them on. And I'll go there. Alright. Oh, yeah, shit, that's true. This is also a good indication that this bearing is not removable. Good call, Rob. Oh, I got it. I got this. Why didn't I think of this earlier? Okay, yeah, this shouldn't screw up the, okay. Gotta do it on my lap! There we go, this is gonna get it off. Okay, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Oh my god, the fucking motor shaft just bent so bad! This might actually not get it off because it's just bending the fucking shaft. Wow, that's so funny. Yeah, it's just gonna bend the shaft. I can't get any actual force. I'm gonna have to do the drill bit thing, I think. Ugh. Seems so weird. Oh, another old bell. Now we're fucking talking. And I might even have a motor shaft. Now I'd have to pull the motor shaft out of the bell, but I mean that's not a terrible idea. Because I am at that point making a tool for myself that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, that's going to be a bitch to get it out though. Shit sticks. Oh, wait a second. I have a, I got this. That, you made me think from that comment. And that's all I needed, was to think for a second. I have a replacement, motor shaft for, there it is. One of the things that my RC Mart sells is a replacement motor shaft for their little 1304s, and that's exactly what I need right now because that's a 2mm motor shaft. So yeah, there it is. That's gonna be my punch. Motor is in. Drop this in. Whoop, and it's gone. Gone forever. Okay, drop that in there. And it doesn't really fit. Doesn't really fit all that well. So the question is, am I about to jam this thing into the stator forever? I'll let you know in a second. Yes, I am. But, no, I'm good. I can push it out the top. Ah, there we go. Fuck yeah. The Borg! Hive mind and shit all day, every day here on the channel. Thanks, everybody. That was a team effort. Oh my god, look at all these extra clip-clops I've got. Hold on. I got a bunch of extra C-clips for these? No way. Look at me. Look at me having extra C-clips. Can you believe that? I'm going to put it on here. I don't want all these C-clips stuck to the motor shaft there. That's not a good look. Get on there, C-clip. It's your home. Are you too good for your home? You know what? Fuck this. I'm over it. Try to do something nice. No reason. C-clip, C-clip, C-clip. Look at all these. I got 4 extra C-clips for these motors. Man. I'm on top of things sometimes. Leviathan, how are you? The dead motors? What about the dead motors? So there, something just went flying. It was the washer from inside of there. That's annoying. So yeah, there it is. The most stubborn. Oh, let's see what the stator looks like. Stator looks fine, come to think of it. Well, come to look at it. Now that I look at it, man, I am not speaking proper English tonight. There it is! There's the broken stator. Here's the broken propeller. Come on, get out of there. Okay. Oh, hey, did you guys see that there is a T-Motor F40 Pro 4 coming out? And your boy is excited. Looks like I might have bided my time for long enough with these Pro 2s for them to get rid of all the Pro 3s, which were a 2306 and a half, which I was totally uninterested in because they're too heavy. And yeah, now it looks like, hopefully, maybe we'll get a regular old a lightweight 2306 again, and I'll be a happy boy. Now, you know what? I'm gonna put it back there, and I'm gonna take this one and put this one here. Yeah, organizing that drawer like a madman. Okay, so let's finish the crane edit. What do you guys think? I think this is about everything that I wanted to take a look at here. Yeah, I don't know. It looks fine to me. Let's see how it spins. I mean, the shaft is going to wobble horribly, of course, but oh, you know, I should not use this. I should use any other bell that's not going to get stuck in there. So let's try this big old 1507. I spoke too soon. That bearing is pretty fucked. It's not great. Oh man, it's very grumbly. It spins though. It does spin. So, oh yeah, it's hosed. Well, has anybody found these motors by chance? That was a big waste of time, but that's okay. Anybody find these motors on the internet? The 6500 kV version, hopefully stateside, where I can get them, you know, in 2020. Let me take this and I'm going to save these little guys. So, take a life lesson from me. When you get an extra little C-clip and washer, write down Zing 1404 on a bag, 6500 just for the sake of it, and put them in said bag, because every manufacturer uses a slightly different spec for these stupid ass little motor parts, and having those little extras can totally save you. So yeah, there you go. Keep your shit in little bags. Okay. So Now what? What do we edit? Is that what we're apparently going to do here? These little tiny guys. Oh, yay! Leviathan saying you can find the Emax Eco 6000s. Yeah, I'm meaning to do a order with Emax, like actual Emax, where I'm gonna get some 1404s for sure. But I was gonna wait until all this shit started happening. So now I don't know. Now I just don't know, guys. Okay, let me scroll back up and see all the shit that I missed. And I'm still crossing my fingers that one of you beautiful people will find these motors stateside. Okay. Where was I? Easy FPV saying what's up. Tiago Ramos saying what AIO are you going to use? I think I answered that. Mr. Shady, any idea on the all-up weight of the frame with cover, TPU parts, and hardware? I mean, I'll tell you where it's at now. The best I can kind of do. So what's missing right now is nothing. Well, here, I'll give you the fucking all-up weight. What am I saying? We're good to go. We got the Nano with a fucking football field of wire. And we've got an RXSR. And so that's camera, VTX, receiver, AIO board, motors, TPU, cover, and so all I need is props. Give me 4 props, world. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Come on, don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. Balance. There we go. Oh. Props go there. Right. Come on now. This is this way of saying, put the props on the motors, you jackass. There we go. So, 96. I don't think I'm missing anything, right? Receiver, VTX, AIO, motors, camera. 96.3. Not bad. Damn. And then I believe, I want to say the batteries are 42 grams. So, all up, 138. 138 all up, roughly. 140. Call it 140. 140 all up, it looks like. That's not bad. That's pretty light. For a durable. So that's what I'm so interested in with this is that it's gonna these are big motors, right? These are big 1404s, and that's pretty light. To give you some idea, the all up weight of the rig that I was just flying, that was flying so amazing, is 180. So from 140 to 180, that's a big difference. And so if this thing is durable, and if that AIO board, so the biggest question mark for me is the AIO board. After a whole bunch of huge slams, is that AIO board going to be on fire? Or is it going to be still okay? I just lost an M2x7 in the carpet and it's gone forever. So that's the big question mark, right? The CB3 that I was just flying is using all 20x20 stuff, which is relatively durable nowadays. And the AIOs seem to be anything but durable, from what I've heard from everybody. And that's on toothpicks, right? That's on little lightweight toothpicks. So 140. Wow, that's not bad, man. For all that TPU and all that protection and shit, 140. Shit. Okay, let me go here and LED race wire. I need the little tiny ones. I want those little wee little. Although these arms are wide enough for the regular ones, so maybe I'll just use the regular ones. That's interesting. Let me at least open a tab though, so I don't forget. And there we go. Okay, so got that tab open so I won't forget. Back into the chat. Rob Axelson, love, no, not love. Total geek out. Spending Saturday night online watching electronic builds. Gotta love it. Hell yeah. What sort of range you getting with Mini Mortal? Talked about that. Haven't used it yet. Come to the conclusion on the Tiny Hawk Race 2. Yes. Oh, looks like I didn't miss much. Okay. Used a prop. Bob's site is called FPV Cycle. Prop nut to pull the bell. Please tell me that's not a hammer. Oh, of course it's a hammer, Rob. It's a lightweight hammer, though. Small drill bit. Yeah, I got all the comments. Look at me go. Shit. Dead T-motor. What? Dead T-motors? What? Roscoe Sticks changed the motors on his daily rig from the F40 Pro 2 2306 2400 to the Blackbird 2207 2725. They are so punchy. Yeah, did you notice the extra weight on the arms though, Roscoe? That's why I don't fly 2207s, because they're like they're between like 2.5 and 3.5 extra grams per motor, which I can't stand the way that feels on the end of the arms. Leviathan says you can find the Emax Eco 6000. I think I'm just gonna have to just switch over to those and just bail on these Zings. William Barlow asking what whoop I like to fly. My current favorite is, and I'm doing a beta FPV build next week when the camera comes in. But right now I've got a newbie drone brushless, Acro B brushless, with Happy Model 25,000 kV motors. And yeah, those are pretty awesome. Light what up? Oh yeah. I'm gonna light it up with the arm LEDs. So the LEDs on the board will light up the center section, and then the little arm LEDs will light up the arms. Cody R, you should live stream some flights with these builds you work on. Cody, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. It's in the works. Well, it's coming soon for sure. For sure, coming soon, man. Carl, what micro camera would you recommend? My favorite micro camera is still the Runcam Micro Eagle, but it is no longer being made, so they're very hard to find. I have heard that the current best is the Oscar, the blue Oscar micro camera. Rob Axelson says, so 20 by 20 more durable than AIO FCs. Yeah, it certainly seems like it. 20 by 20 has been out a lot longer. These new AIO flight controllers are fairly new. Plus you're just cramming more shit into one spot, right? Like you've got a 26 by 26 square versus two 20 by 20 squares. So you got MOSFETs on the AIO, not to mention that on the AIO, if anything dies, if the flight controller dies or if the ESC dies, you have to replace them. So it's the all-in-one versus individual ARM ESC decision all over again. Roscoe Sticks only uses AIO bores, and he's never fried them. He's never even fried the one that's on the 5-inch build. Well, that's good. So maybe they are getting to the point now where they're more durable. But I've heard nothing but nightmares about the AIOs over on Kebab's Toothpick Facebook group. A lot of failed AIO boards over there. Okay. So, the question becomes, do I just go to the goddamn Emax Ecos? That's the question. Or do I try to... I'm willing to bet that these Zings are going to make more power because they're notchy as hell. But the whole notchy thing drives me crazy. I'm worried that the Emax Eco 1404s will be notchy as well. Do any of you guys have them by chance? Let's see if there's a review on YouTube where the person spins them or maybe even talks about the notchiness. Let's go. What do we search for? Emacs Eco 1404. Oh, the 1S AIO. That's right. Yeah, and of course that's what I'm using to build the tiny whoop that I'm all excited about. Emacs Eco 1404 16,000. There's a flight video. Here is Dave CFPV, Mirko FPV. Who's gonna talk about the notchiness? Come on. Oh, this is a GNB video. Alright, this is what I want to look at. Let's see here. Oh, come on, Star Wars. There we go. Let's see. Oh, wow. I'm not going to be able to understand this. Maybe he'll spin it, though. Maybe I can see him spin it. Come on, spin it in your fingers. Come on. Come on, please. Please. Dice, please. Dice, please. Come on, spin it. Spin it in your fingers. Oh, he's going to thrust test him, but he's not going to spin him in his fingers. Screw your thrust test. Come on, man. Just turn it. Just turn the bell on the stator. Please. Please. Dice. Oh, maybe here at the end. Oh, he's holding it. Come on, do it. Yes, yes. It looked pretty smooth, guys. That looks smooth. It doesn't look like it's slamming into place. Right? Oh. It's so hard to tell, though. Now, see it notching into place? It is notchy. Okay. Yeah, it is notchy. Alright, I mean, that's fine. That's not the end. Well, that makes me think. Shit, do I put it onto 1304s? Balls. Well, come on, man. How can I not? Zing 1404 6500 kV. How can there not be a single stateside reseller that's got these things? Is this real life? It doesn't even look like this KV exists. Although that's kind of... Oh, it's back ordered. God damn it. This might be like a prototype KV. They are protos. But that's actually fine. So I can get one of these... If I can find one of these 7000s, I can put that on there. And the 7000 will just scale itself down. Which is not a problem. Unfortunately, I can't go lower. If I get a 4600... then all of these will scale themselves down to the 4600. So I guess that's what I need to look for is a 1404 7000 because it does seem like this is a prototype. So let's. Oh yeah. Let me search for. Looks like it already did. Search here on Banggood. Oh, looks like Flywoo has one, but those KVs suck. Get RC got, but the KV sucks. Come on, man, give me a 6000 KV. There's a Racer Star. That's OG. It's also an 1104. I don't know why it's showing that. Zing 1404. Yeah, look at that. 7000 is this is a prototype KV. 6500 is a proto KV. That's totally fine. As long as I still have, as long as I don't destroy all of these stators, I'll be fine. If I can keep one of these stators, I can just keep buying the 7000s and swapping them on there. Look at this big stupid thing. Good God, that looks ridiculous. Looks like a fucking egg. Ugh. 1107. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Looks like they are scaled down 2306. I've got 6. What? Freelojo? What do you mean? All right, more. Oh, I didn't know Gep RC had a 1404. I guess that's what I was just looking at ahead. Great. 1204. Okay, yeah. So I gotta find a 7000. So that's probably gonna be a lot easier. 1404. Let that come up, and over here I'm gonna go 7000. Who's got them? Who's got them? Who's got them? Get FPV. They were out of stock in that KV. Oh, Amazon, really? Although no, Amazon's been taking forever to ship. Shop iFlight. That's gonna come from Never Never Land. Never Never Arrive Land. Of course, Pyro Drone has it. God damn it, Larry. I just put a Pyro Drone order in last night. Bastards. Oh, maybe they're out of stock. Maybe they're out of stock. Maybe they're out of stock. They are. Hey. Oh, that's 3800. Oh, they don't even have the 7000 kV. Okay. So, great. Let's see. Nope. It's not at all what I want. Here we go. Really? Only 4 at a time? Really? Come on. You. So I'm hosed. Thrust motors, Roscoe? What are thrust motors? Thrust motors. FPV. Multi-rotor motor guide. Where can I find them? Where can I find these thrust motors, Roscoe? Back to the hunt. 1404 7000s. Where am I going to get them from? Can't be Banggood. It'll take 10 years. Walmart. Oh, I'll get them from Walmart. I'll be right back, guys. Run down to Walmart. Oh, page 2 of Google. Fail. So I guess I have to wait for them to come back in on RDQ. That is a real kick in the teeth. In the meantime, what can I do? I'm interested in these, but again, the KV sucks. I guess I have to get the Emax Ecos, right? I mean, that's really it. Rob Axons wants to pick my brain on off-shoe through the lens flash, learning more on light and shadows. Rob, look up, well, here, you don't need to look it up. I will look it up for you. Strobist.com is all you need. Strobist.blogspot. This is David Hobby. He will teach you everything that you need to know. In here is Lighting 101. But if you work your way through Lighting 101 here, you will know how to use off-camera flash, almost top to bottom. This Lighting 101 series of blog posts that he has is absolutely incredible. Here it is right here. Intro, understanding your flash, beginner's lighting kit, light stands, umbrellas, syncing your flash, using umbrellas, test driving your lighting kit. This is it, man. Work your way through this. It took me a couple months, but whew, amazing. 1306 4000 will not work from Emax, but the RCXs will. The Emax 1306s are a 12x12 base. The RCX 1306s are a 9x9 base. So that is the other possibility. My worry, because I have a set of the RCX 1306 6000s. My worry is that they're going to blow this AIO up, because a 1306 is a lot of motor. Like that hits hard. So yeah, I don't know. I would rather stay down in a 1404 because of the weight of this rig. This rig does not weigh enough to warrant the 1306s. This is the right weight for a 1404. So Emax Ecos, I guess. Let me see something real quick on Pyro. Didn't I put together a Pyro cart at some point here. RDQ. Yeah, I did. I literally just did this morning because I needed to get those batteries. God damn it. And I am going 3S on this as well. So... for fuck's sake. Who else have you guys ordered from during the P word that's been going on for the last 2 months? That is shipping right away. Who else is shipping like sort of immediately? Anybody? Anybody know? I think these beta FPV 1404s are shitty on the KV side of things. Alright, so Get FPV doesn't really have much of anything. Damn. Yeah, 3800 KV is worthless on anything but 4S. What other US sites are there? I typically don't have to go outside of like Get FPV or Pyrodrone. Farts. Getting frustrated. Getting angry. Yeah, I don't know about the whatever. Phaser FPV, Phazer FPV, and what are they called? They're thrust motors. Thrust. Search for the word thrust. See what we come up with. Phaser FPV. I don't see him. Ah, Heli Nation. Yes, yes, yes. And Ready Made. Yes, 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 yes. Good call, good call, good call. Ready and Heli Direct and Heli Nation. Sick. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 1404. And Heli Direct, 1404, and Ready Made RC, 1404. Alright, not promising. Shop categories, motors, all. So help me God, if you don't let me, oh, they only have one. Oh, and it's a stupid 1408. Okay. Dead end. All categories. Helicopter, no. FPV racing, FPV motors. Here we go. Here we go. Notchiness is extremely hard to tune. Extremely, extremely, extremely hard to tune. And it wrecks. If you want to try to get HD footage on there, forget it. It just creates more vibrations. And the firmware is getting better and better and better, but vibrations are bad. Like period. It's just, yeah. I mean, the performance will be much better across the board with less vibes. All right, dead end there as well. Let's try. I think we already hit Heli Nation, didn't we? No, we didn't. Where are your motors? I'm sure they're right in front of me. Or not. Why would you put motors in electronics? That's a strange place to put them. Okay, nothing. No 1404s. So we're screwed. You know what I'll do? I'll get one of the Emax Ecos and put it on here to get this thing up in the air. No, I won't. Newbie drone. Oh, I forgot about you, newbie drone. I am the worst. So sorry. X1404. Let's search for it. Please, 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 please. Nope. Farts. They need to be 7,000 kV. Zing 1404 7,000 kV is what I'm looking for. I can feel my hive mind senses tingling. I can feel you guys going out there looking for these for me. I can fucking feel it. Feel it in my fingers. Oh god, no. Vista will absolutely not fit in here. No way. You could try to just put a Vista in there and I don't think it would fit. Not to mention that the Vista is 20 by 20. This thing is 26 only. It is AIO board only. Okay. Powerflip, Emax 6000. Phaser. Emax Australian sellers. I'm going to see what I'm talking about. Rising Sun. Let me check Rising Sun. I haven't even heard of that. Is that stateside? I'm looking for something stateside too. Sorry, guys. Forgot to mention that. Rising Sun FPV. Let's see where they're at. Nah, I think I just saw a crazy address. Yeah, Australia. Damn. X 1404 7,000 kV. Come on, Google. You're letting me down big time. Googs. Find it stateside, Google, please. Mega Market? That sounds legit. Cheapdrone.com? That's definitely legit. I wonder how deep we can get into Google before we find these. We're not going to find them. Yeah, Australia is not going to... These are 6,500 kV that are on it right now. These are 6,500 kV. So if I need to replace this one. So if I replace this with a 7,000 kV, the PID loop will automatically just, ratchet this one down a little bit. So yeah, the other KVs they have are lower. So if I put a lower KV on here, it would ratchet these three down to meet the lower KV. Yeah, screw it. Okay, let me kill it for tonight. It's been a while. Oh my god, it's been 2 hours already. Okay, we covered some good ground. Thanks for hanging out. I'm not gonna find these. I'm not gonna run these motors. These motors are also heavy. Let me do this. Let me weigh one of these motors, because the Unibel is great and all, but it's heavy, and on a micro, motor weight is the goddamn devil. And that's the other reason that I don't want to run 1306s on here, because it's just too much motor weight. So let me pop these off and weigh one of them, and then I'm going to look at what the Emax Ecos weigh, and I very well might just order a whole set of the Emax motors. Oh, and hey, I got Streamlabs going. Well, I don't have it going yet, but I installed Streamlabs, and I need to figure out how it works. Streamlabs is going to let us do cool shit like putting, like down here, we'll be able to put like a little super chat meter. I've always wanted to do like, so, we're sitting here talking about like these Emax Ecos. Bot does a good job at this. If I had the thing, I could put a little meter down here and say, hey, super chats tonight are going towards a set of Emax Eco motors, and then as you guys did super chats, there'd be like a little bar. So I guess we'll do it. We'll go old school for tonight, and we'll just go like this. Hold on, I got this shit, guys. You're gonna like this. You're gonna love my nuts. Emax Eco 1404. Nope, that's not it at all. 1404. What do they cost? Blah 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 blah. They are 11 per, so 50. So 55. Okay, so 55. We're gonna get this. Here we go. Making that meter, and it's gonna be 55. All right, so here we go. Tonight we're doing a fundraiser for forgot a 4. For Emax Ecos, look, they're 55. Can't even read it. Can't read my fucking writing. So all super chats tonight will be going towards the Emax Ecos 1404s for the tiny trainer. Look, we've got a meter now. Look at this technology, guys. We got the meter. There's a meter. So yeah, all the things. We did get a super chat earlier though. Let me find it. It was Daniel. I'm gonna fill the meter up a little bit, guys. Look, we already got it going. $5 from Daniel Maurer. Okay, cool. So we're starting to get there. Look at this. We're gonna just go fill it in. Woo! All right, Daniel took us to $5. We're at $5. Whee! Okay, so there we go. Streaming. Bob, beep, bop, 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 beep, bop. Rob Axelson, dude, you got to remember they send a bunch of stuff prototypes to Bob, hoping he will make them work. Yeah, it's very true. Very, very true. It's funny. Prototype motors are a tough thing because you gotta like beg to get a fifth. Like they only want to send you 4, so you beg to get a 5th, and then it's like, okay, let me go fly. Of course, you bash one of them immediately, and then you're doomed for life. No, you bash one of them immediately, and then you put the extra on, and now you're like, all right, well, I guess I'll fly more careful than I've ever flown before, forever and ever. And then, yeah, and then it doesn't go well. I wonder if I can, like, ooh! Oh, no, it's got to stand up a little higher. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck that Streamlabs. We got this. Ooh, Tannard with $11. Thank you, Tannard. He says, get him. And then Copter612 coming through with $5. It says, remind me, why not 1507s? Just no need. No need for a rig this light. 1507s, you really only need that kind of power on like a 300 plus gram rig. And really FPV, building my Acrobat for the ducts. Oh, nice, really. The ducts they're in the mail. Yeah, they should be there. I thought they'd be there today. All right, so we got 11. So we're going, Tanner did 11. Watch how bad I fucked this up. So that brings us to 6. That's a 5. 16. And then we got another 5 from Copter. Woo! And then that's 21. And then we got another 5 from Really FPV. That gets us to 26, man. You guys are the best. $26. We've got 2.5 of the Emax Ecos. Rob Axelson with $1.99, bringing us up to 28. Oh yeah. Thank you, Rob. There it is. Look at that. We're at 28. We've got 2 3/4 Emax Eco 1404s. It did work. Oh, that's right. You were having trouble, Rob. I'm going to take these. So, who wants these motors? Who wants 3 perfectly good Zing 1404 murders that are famous because they were once owned by Bob Ruge? So these are going to, as long as you have these Zing 1404s, and as long as you don't have the 7000 kV ones, then these are going to be great. You can just drop these right on, and the PID loop will automatically just not send as much voltage to these that are a higher kV. So literally anybody with Zing 1404s, these are going to be totally fine for you. Carl with $4.20. He says, Bob, 420. Thank you for that, Carl. We'll get it on the meter in a second here. Mars FPV Drone is hoping to catch up with his mentor Mino Fly and start building his micro. Been hanging. Remember the name Broomstick here. How'd you get that little? Look at that little YouTube logo. :YT:. That's pretty cool. Guys, type :YT:, and you'll get that awesome little YouTube logo. That's pretty slick. I dig that. So yeah, who's got 1404s? That oh, Tiago, you son of a bitch. All right, god damn it. Tiago with 25 Rs. Is that rupees? Rob Axelson says, wait, I'll put them on my Wemix builds. I would not run these motors on a Wemix, actually. I'd run something lighter on a Wemix. Wemix is going to be better with like 1204s or 1304s. These would be overkill. Look at it without the motors. It looks so silly. Okay, here we go. Carl, we're adding your 420 because it's in English first. So 32. That brings us to 32. Oops, I wrote the $ backwards. That was odd. Okay, and then we've got 25 Rs. Let's figure out what an R is. 25 R. Can I just type that in? Are you smart enough? No, it's not. 25 R. Wait, no. 25 R in US. Oh, no, in USD. Yeah. What's an R? Oh, it's the Reais. It's the Brazilian Reais. No, that's an African Rand. That's a South African Rand. What is it? Brazilian? Brazilian. Hey! Brazilian Real. Hey! 436. That's going to put us at... $36. We got 3, guys. We got 3 motors. $36. Awesome. All right. The meter is filling up just like that. Well, there it is. Look at that. Wait, no, I guess we're more than halfway, right? 36. Yeah. It looks like it's more than halfway. All right. There we go. These Zings are 7,000 kV. So anybody with any of the other... I'm sorry, these are 6,500 kV. But yeah, if you've got the 1404 Zings in the lower kVs, these guys will absolutely work because the PID loop just automatically figures that shit out. I'm in Georgia, Roscoe. Rob Axelson plans on putting it under a car tire. Too late. I already took care of that for you. So I'm going to put these in a little baggie. And if any of you guys want these, let me know. And I'll probably charge you a couple bucks for them so that I can get these damn Emax Ecos. But, you know, I'll make you a good deal. Archer, yeah, so Archer, you'd be able to put these on. Do you want more? I'll sell them to you cheap. What the hell happened to my bag of bags? Did I put my bag of bags away? Guys, I put my bag of bags away. What did I do that for? There's my bag of bags. No, it's freezing here. It is ridiculously cold here right now. Yeah, I didn't go fly today because it was so cold. I just flew out in the front. What, the 7,000s, Kelly? I don't think I want to run these. Oh, I forgot to weigh the goddamn thing. Okay. It was the whole point of taking one of these off was to then weigh it. What am I doing here? Man, all over the place today. Strange day. Have I said that yet? Strange day. I am going to wrap this up in a minute, though, because I want to go hang out with Kristen and watch the Season 3 finale of Ozark. Get you some Ozark. Okay. I will weigh it on camera so that you guys believe me. Okay. 1404 Zing. No screws. That's heavy. 9.6 grams is heavy. The Emax Eco is going to be less than that for sure. Emax. Oh, wait, no. I still have it opened. I still have a tab opened. Emax Eco, what do you weigh? What do you weigh? What do you weigh? Come on, man. Don't not have the weight. 8.6 grams. Wow, that's a full gram less. That's 10% less weight. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. Is it hot in Washington? What is that about? Jeez. Okay. Yeah, Emax Ecos for sure. These Zings are going to... these Zings are potentially going to Archer. Archer, message me, CiottiFPV on Facebook or Instagram if you want these guys. And I'll sell them to you cheap. And then you'll have super secret prototype Kebab FPV Zings in a KV that doesn't actually exist. And I don't know. It's kind of cool, right? Kind of a cool thing. Hey! And here's the other secret, guys. When you keep extra motors on hand, you fly that much harder, which is kind of awesome. Because motors are cheap. This hobby is cheap, all things considered. And yeah, you should be crashing. Crash a lot. It's fun. Thanks for that, Rob. I appreciate it, man. All right. So, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I think we're close enough to our goal where I can wrap it up and comfortably go and get some, throw an order in for some ecos, because I'm sure that there'll be a couple super chats tomorrow on the 3 o'clock EU stream to cover the cost of these murders to get this thing going and up in the air, which will be cool. I'm really looking forward to flying this. I have high hopes for the durability of everything other than the carbon. I'm pretty sure the carbon is going to break the first big slam that I put into it, but I'll find out for you guys. That's what I'm here for, man. Here to sell you guys on the dream. There's the hardware for it. I am going to... Let me give you guys a little bit of the edit that we were working on last night, the crane edit, because you won't fucking believe how good it is. It's a banger, as the cool kids say. It is a banger. So the question is, where the hell is it? So this is the other one that I'm going to try to upload tomorrow. I think if I just do this... Nope, no such luck. I have to find it. Okay, so it was... The crane was 2019, but it was towards the end of the year. There it is. 7:12? No, 6:30. It was the first time we were there. Okay. All right, let's give it a second here. Come on, Premiere. Man, I am a sleepy son of a bitch. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did. I made the color of my little globy jib jab the same as Evan's logo. The same green as Evan's logo. I can't wait to get that big ass LED light here. It'll throw a lot more light up where the camera is. Oh wait, here. Whatever. You guys get the idea. Here it is. Okay. So this is what we were working on last night. I'm going to kill that. Enjoy. Not quite done. Sneak peek for the end of the stream. Emax Eco Fund. Almost made it. Made it close enough. And we're going to order a set of those motors tonight. Here you guys go. Let me give you Let me give you the legit audio here. I'll come back and talk for another second.
Slow down. Remember to breathe in and breathe out. You're falling under, but you won't drown. 'Cause you know I won't let you go. I know your ghosts are knocking at your door. And you're scared of what you've seen before. But I can be the one to tell you, show you that it's fine to be afraid, to be straight, to build a dollhouse in your mind. Build a dollhouse in your mind. Keep your head under your roof and you can be sure there will be proof nothing will haunt you anymore. I know your ghosts are knocking at your door, and you're scared of what's been here before. But I can be the one to tell you, show you that it's fine to be afraid, to be straight, to build a dollhouse in your mind. 'Cause you know I won't let you go. Don't you know I won't let you go? 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 You go, you go.
What do you guys think? Pretty gnarly, right? I missed that crane. That crane's gone now. And I flew it a lot, but I wish I'd flown it more. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to do with that crane. Like my creativity was exploding with different super sketchy ways to interact with that crane, but yeah. Crashed. I slammed that one up on top, and then and I had to climb it to get it, and then I also crashed one down below pretty good. It was unrecoverable, but you could kind of pull up the fence and sneak underneath. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't want to have to do that, right? Like that's kind of sketchy. Tannard with $22. He just wants to see this first manual Streamlab bar filled, and he didn't just fill it. He blew it out the fucking end of the thing. The top of it was 55. We're at 58. Tannard, thank you, brother. Thanks everybody that was a part. That was fun. Emax Eco 1404s shall be ordered tonight. I can even get free shipping because it's 55. So awesome. You guys are the goddamn best. You guys are the best. Yeah, this edit has a lot of love in it. A lot of love in it, Roscoe. Yes! I used to be able to say, I wonder if there's a name for what's wrong with me, but now that I've had a psychological eval, I know the name of it. Dude, awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm going to, well, fuck it. Here. Watch this. Let's do it on the stream. How about that? Where'd we see them? I would get them off Emacs, but they're going to charge me for shipping, aren't they? Let's see. Is 5 of them enough to get free shipping? Proceed to checkout. Or is their shipping just cheapish? Thanks, Freelojo. I appreciate it, man. I should not do this on the stream. Hold on. No, they're gonna charge me shipping. For sure they're gonna charge me shipping. So let's go to megamarket.net because they're currently unavailable. Let's go to my favorite. See if they have them. I don't remember if they have them. I don't think they do though. Check prices. Shipping is $7. Yeah, I'll go. Hey, Mars FPV drones. Thanks, man. Fly hard, fly safe. Hard for sure. Safe. That's not true. I do fly safe. There have been multiple moments that I'm like, man, I wish I was younger and more reckless because I would fly a lot better. There is definitely an adult part of my brain that kicks in when I'm flying to make sure that I don't hurt anybody or lose, too much stuff in the in the woods. Oh, let's do this. Emacs 1404 Eco. Let's see who sells them on the internet. Emacs model Newbie Drone sells them. That's pretty cool. Is there anything that I need from Newbie Drone, I wonder? Pyro Drone. Probably going to do Pyro Drone. Probably going to do Pyro Drone. Let's just check page 2. Banggood, race day, Banggood, race day. Race day. Oh, we'll order them from AliExpress. They'll get here pronto. Uh-oh. Somebody step on a duck? Okay. I guess we know where we're getting them from. Either Newbie Drone or RDQ. Or this place. Pyro Drone. Oh, you know what? I need those arm LEDs. I need those little arm LEDs. So does Newbie Drone have those? LED. Nope. Well, maybe. Have you guys? Have any of you guys run those little tiny arm LEDs? Are there ones that are better than others? The ones that I just put on that toothpick were a goddamn nightmare. The pads were just so close together. Also, where the hell do the LEDs live on these websites? Like where do I go to just look at their LEDs? Right? Is it in Swag? Is it where is it? Which part of their site has them? Is it in motor spare parts? Is it considered like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always search for them, because I never know how to fucking find them. Shop. It's not in the motors though. It's not going to be in the motors, right? Move this over. See what you guys are saying. Have you tried the 40% 40% on JESC config for what do you mean 40%? Oh, 4.1? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. B-Brain, I'm on 48K and all that fun stuff. Racewire, no. Because what I'm afraid of is it's going to be called something different, right? Ooh. Let's check this too while we're at it. Let's check the fitment of the ones that I currently have, because I guess there is a chance that they'll have plenty of space, but I doubt it. It's usually a really tight fit. And these arms are kind of short. Although these are arms for 3-inch props, so it might be these ones might be totally fine. Okay. All right, let's see. I mean, the arms are certainly wide enough for these guys, that's for sure. I just don't know about the length. That's what she said. You know, I'm just not sure about the length. Get it? You guys get it? You get it? The best jokes are always the ones you have to explain. Okay. So, yeah, these are the shortest ones that I've got. Oh, my God. They'll fit on there fine, yo. Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind. I don't need to buy more race wire. Yeah, so the sheathing will sit, and they'll sit, like, right there, and then boop, 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 boop. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This thing is going to have all the LED. It's going to be blinding. Which color? What are we going to do? Should we do, like, green? What color should we do? White? White berry? The white berry? What do I have? Do I have purple? I have green. I have green, and I have green. So it looks like it's going to be green. But Evan's logo is kind of a green, so that's pretty slick. I'm down with that. It'll have a blue camera and green race wires, and I'm going to put them on all 4. Dude, this build's going to be sick. Are you kidding me? It's going to be all lit up and green. That's about it. Alright, guys. Tiny LEDs has the kit for the Tiny Trainer. It's the best. It is, but man, it's a lot of... Isn't it a lot of wiring, Archer? Like, isn't it really a lot? Well, and you know what? It's addressable. I don't really need this to be addressable because I'm never going to race with it. I just need this to be... sorry if you can hear me. I don't need them to be addressable. Those are cool because they're addressable, and I'm jealous as shit of that. But I like these because you don't have to add any extra wires. You just drop them on the motor wires and you're done. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just run those. So just the Emax Ecos. I guess it doesn't really matter where I get them from because none of these guys have anything else that I really want or need. Yeah, they're not going to be in motors. You know, I'll probably order them from Newbie Drone, though, because I bet you I can find something on Newbie Drone's site that... Tiny Hawk Race 2 parts. Tiny Hawk Race 2 parts. What just happened? Tiny... What? Oh. Hawk Race. Do they have any spare parts for it yet? Spare camera. I don't like this camera, for the record, guys. I really don't. Not my favorite. It's very red. Very, very red. I don't think so, William Barlow. I don't think it uses much battery at all. Especially because these are... they dim up and down with the throttle, with the amount of power that's going to that motor. And so, yeah, like, and you're not full throttle most of the time. Most of the time you're just kind of, you know, floating along. Ooh. Oh, it's sold out. God damn it. This wrap strap is really good stuff, and it's hard to find. What am I? Where am I? What? I'm in New Arrivals. Okay. Okay. Use JES config to set 40% more battery time on What? Use JESC config. So are you just saying that by going to 48 kilohertz, or is there like a bar that says that you can turn your battery time up by 40%? Because that 40% is roughly the number that when you go to JESC on the 48 kilohertz that you then get. So yeah, that's what I did a while back. I actually did that on the prototype B-Brain brushless long ago. All right, cool. I'm gonna see if I can find anything on Newbie Drone that I need. You guys are awesome. They are addressable. Oh, that's so cool. Archer, send me do some cool stuff with the addressables and send me a video. I want to put it on the stream for everybody to look at tomorrow. CiottiFPV, Instagram. I guess you could do it on Instagram or better yet, Facebook. Hit me up and I'll throw you on the stream. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Quaranstream Day 6 is over. Be good. You guys rule. Thanks for the support as always. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Lighters.